Hello guys, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss about a topic on bunds. It is the most important topic where the question has been, it's a question area where the question has been asked for GATE examination as well as for ICR PG and the State Public Service Examination. First of all, you understand what is the bunds, why the bunds are constructed, what is the use of the purpose of the bunds, and what are the types of bunds are present here. So slowly we can move to the topic. So first in this lecture we are going to see about a topic on contour bunds. So please use your headphones for the better audio quality. So let's move on to the topic. Bunds. Bunds are the embankments like structure constructed across the land slope. You see, if it is a land slope, it is the land. It is built across. The bunds are built across this land slope. So whenever the rainfall is heavier, there is no soil erosion when the bunds are constructed because water are stagnated in these bunds, which helps in increasing the infiltration rate as well as increasing in the reducing the soil erosion. Majorly these type of bunds are used in the low rainfall areas such as 600 mm below low rainfall areas to cover contour bunds. Contour bunds are used in the low rainfall areas to control the soil erosion and to store the rainwater. So here I mentioned in the yellow color, it is the most important keywords because this directly it can be asked in the examination. So note it down. It can be used in the low rainfall areas to control the soil erosion and to store the rainwater. Majorly these contour bunds are constructed on the exactly on contours. The name itself provides it can be constructed exactly on the contours. So it can be done in alluvial soil, red laterite brown soil and shallow medium black soil. So in these type of soils it is convenient to easier to construct the contour bunds, but it should be avoided in the deep black cotton soil. It is not give as much as result in the deep black cotton soil. So the major function of the contour bunds, it reduces the length of the slope. If there is a low, it reduces the length of the slope and in turn reduces, if the length of the slope is reduced, there is a reduction in the soil erosion. So when the slope is get reduced, there is no runoff in the land. So automatically the soil erosion will get reduces. Not only that, the contour bunds also impounds more water at the upstream side. You see, this is the land. The contour bunds are constructed like this in this area. So when the rainfall is heavier, sometimes which is more heavier than what we expected, more amount of water can be stored in the upstream side because you are constructing this type embankment, no contour bunds. So the amount of water will get collected in the bunds. So it permits the groundwater recharge also. It increases the groundwater recharge also. So it can be used in the annual rainfall ages up to 600 mm. After this we cannot use the contour bunds effectively. There is no result. So the contour bund must be practiced where there is annual rainfall is up to 600 mm and it is not feasible for the slopes greater than 6%. Greater than 6% it is not feasible. So it is not feasible to construct the contour bund. Maybe other bunds can be used to construct, but when the slopes are greater than 6%, we cannot use this. Actually, these contour bunds are used in arid and semi-arid areas. Arid areas means where there is low rainfall or medium rainfall. In semi-arid means medium rainfall. So in these areas only we can use the contour bunds. There are two types of contour bunds, which is a narrow-based contour bunding and broad-based contour bunding. Narrow-based means this is the narrow-based contour bund, and broad-based contour bunds there is a more area in a broad-based contour bund. In narrow-based contour bunding, area is lost in construction of the contour bunding. So more amount of area is lost in constructing the contour bund because we want more space to construct this narrow-based contour bunding. So it also create obstruction in moving of the farming implements. When the farmer is ready to primary tillage operations, there is a when you created a contour bund, a narrow-based contour bunds, it creates a obstruction. So it cannot be able to turn suddenly. Some amount of land is lost here. So we cannot be able to use the narrow-based contour bending. So more height is required in narrow based contour bending. There are more heights are required. So it is preferred in areas and there is a large amount of areas available. There is no cultivation frequently. So we can use this on that area. Next, it is affected due to the bund is sometimes when the rainfall is over, the bund is easily get affected because due to its narrow condition, the raindrops impact will create a rainfall drop create a impact. It reduces the height of the bund, reduces the height of the bund, reduces the height of the bund. Next, broad based contour bending. It does not create obstruction. One of the major important operations, it does not create obstruction. So in broad based contour bending, so the entire area can be kept in the cultivation. The soil bund is loosened due to the movement of farm machinery, causing reduction in the size of the bund very short period. Now, one major drawback in this is the soil bend gets looser due to the movement of farm machineries. So when there is a cultivation in the area, the farmer try to do tillage operation. There is a frequent movement of tractors in the field. Due to this frequent movement, there is a reduction in the size of the bund because the cultivator or a rotavator which used to do the operation, sometimes it get deserted in a very short period. So there is a more attentive and maintenance is needed. So coming to this topic, we are going to see the design of the contour bund. This is the most important one because there are a number of formulas are there. You want to use this formula in problems so that you can easily score good marks. Design of the contour bund. First of all, design of the contour bund. First of all, the first step is to determine. First step, what is the first step? First step is to determine. First step is to determine the rainfall. We want to find the rainfall, side slope, and the soil condition. The first step is to construct a contour bund is rainfall, side slope, and soil condition. We want to find the what is the rainfall in the area and what is the side slope and what is the soil condition. Step 2. Next step, we want to find the spacing of the bunds. Spacing of the bunds. Either it is VI or HI. VI denotes the vertical interval of the bunds. Vertical interval of bunds. HI denotes the horizontal interval. Horizontal interval of the bunds. So it can be identified by the three formulas are there. We can easily find the spacing. One is a direct formula. Second one is the Ramsar formula. And third one is the Cox formula. So in this direct formula, we can use VA is equal to S divided by A plus B, where VA is in centimeter and S slope is in percent. Okay, then it is a most important formula. Sometimes we can use this if the rainfall factor is not given and the infiltration crop cover crop factor not given, means we can use the vertical interval Cox formula. We can use the Cox formula. Cox formula is nothing but VA is equal to 0.3 into XS plus Y, where X is a rainfall factor. So X is nothing but the rainfall factor and Y is the infiltration and cover crop factor. So in Ramsar formula, V is equal to 0.3 S divided by 3 plus 2. This is the Ramsar formula where V is in centimeter, S is a slope, percentage. It is in percentage. So these are the most important formulas in finding the spacing of the VI bunds. Next we are going to find out the horizontal interval. Step 3. Step 2 is here. Next we are going to find out the step 3. In step 3, finding the horizontal interval. In contour bunds, the horizontal interval is the most important thing, because areas question will be asked in finding the horizontal intervals using the side slope. You see, just like take this as land. This is the slope. So this is the vertical interval and this is the horizontal interval. And this is the slope. It is in percentage. So the formula becomes S divided by 100 is equal to Vi by Hi. So in finding the horizontal interval, Hi is equal to 100 S divided by Vi, where S is equal to in percentage and horizontal interval is in meter. So next, step 4. Step 4 is the depth of water impounding or water stored behind the bund. So consider this as a bund. We are going to find here the depth D. So water is stored behind this bund. So step number 4 is depth of water impounding or water stored behind the bund. Water stored behind the bund. So D is equal to root of 2 into Re into Vi. As you all know that Vi is a vertical interval and Re is the rainfall excess. Which is in centimeter. It will be given in the question, so no need to worry. So we can easily find the depth of water impounding behind the bund. So coming to that, sometimes they had given the area, they are asked to find the infiltration capacity sometimes. So at that time we can use the formula A1 plus A2 is equal to I minus F into length L into Hi. So we want to find the volume of the storage. Volume of the storage means volume of storage is equal to A1 plus A2 into L. Volume of runoff is equal to volume of runoff I minus F into L into Hi. So these formulas can also be used. Sometimes volume of runoff is equal to volume of storage. So we can assume the side slope. Assume the side slope as 1 is to Z, which means V is to H. So therefore, in finding the height of the bund, there is again one formula is there. Height of the bund. When you sometimes they can ask to find the height of the bund. When you find the height of the bund means D, it is depth of water impounding between the bunds plus height of the crust. They had given in the question height of the crust plus freeboard. Generally, you want to consider 25% of depth of water impounding as a freeboard. So in finding the value H, so you want to assume for the freeboard. So and then you want to find the bottom width and top width. that we see in the next lecture.